Hi everyone, hope that you all are doing well. Today let's understand how to write your first Docker file. But before we jump into the video's context, let me request you, if you find my videos knowledgeable, please do like, share and comment on the videos, and if new to the channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. First, let's understand what is Docker. I'll take you to my browser, and if you simply Google that what is Docker, it will give you a complete understanding. So Docker is a free open source platform that helps developer build, test and run applications. It's used to package application into containers, which are standardized units that contain everything needed to run the app. Basically what we are saying that when we create our application, Docker has arrived. Docker is a free open source platform. So basically what it enables is that if we simply write a Docker file, small changes into our existing code, we can directly deploy our applications anywhere using Docker container. So basically it will containerize our application widely used for DevOps purposes, for deployment purposes in a lot of organizations. So we have understood that what is Docker. So what we need to do is, like for today's example, I'll be writing a small hello world example of Spring Boot application, and then we will be trying to Dockerize that particular application into containers and deploy that application. But before that, if you don't have Dockers for your OS, so what you have to do is you can go on the official website of Docker. Right, I am on docker.com, products, Docker desktop. I've selected Docker desktop here. So if you go down, you will get an option to download Docker for your OS. So I need for a Docker desktop for my Windows. So I have downloaded Docker download for Windows AMD 64. Right, you can also download ARM 64, but AMD is better. Right, so you can download the AMD 64. It will get downloaded. It will also update your path with Docker. Right, I have already downloaded it. This is the look of the application, Docker desktop. Now if I want to check that how is the Docker installed and what is the version of Docker, what I need to do is docker -- version. So it will give me the version of Docker that is installed. Right, so it is 27.4.0. So I already have Docker installed on my server, on my OS. Right, so what I can do is I can simply go and write an example and then Dockerize it. So let's start coding. I'm on my IDE. Let me create an example. So let me do new project, and let's say Spring Starter project, Docker Hello World. Right, it's a Docker Hello World example. My packages are com.code with raman.implementation. Java version is 21, and so now let's go next. And here, as I'll be writing a small application, a small REST controller to display Hello World. So I just need a Spring Web dependency and nothing else. Right, so I have added Spring Web dependency. Let me import the project. So you can see that the project is ready. So if I go into the pom.xml, we will have a single Maven dependency of Spring Starter Web, so that we can create a REST controller. So now if I write a small application, let me write this controller in my main application only. So let me say class, and let's say hello world controller. Here let me write let's say a get mapping. Say get mapping, and in the get mapping we will pass a mapping, and let's say public say hello. This method will be simply returning hello. So it will be returning a simple string. Now as this is our REST controller, so I'll have to also mark this as a REST controller. So this is my REST controller. So it's a very small example that we are performing right now. I'll be going ahead and I'll be also discussing in subsequent videos that how to Dockerize your database applications as well. So here I have written the code part. Now to Dockerize your application, basically what we are doing, we are doing some changes into our code only that will enable us to containerize our application into Docker, and then we can deploy our application by that Docker only. Right, by that container only. We just have to run few commands. Everything would be taken care by Docker itself. So it is a very useful tool for basic DevOps or deployment part. Right. So what we have to do is we will go to our project. Right, in the project head directory, you have to create a file. Right, you have to create a file with no extension, and the name should be Docker file. It should be Docker file and with no extension. So let me create that file. So I have created that file. So here what we have to do is we have to basically write few steps that Docker will be performing to packaging our application into a container and then deploying that to a particular port. Right, So we have to mention that what commands or what actions Docker will be performing, or maybe what prerequisites Docker require to even compile your application, right? The first step is that we need to specify the base image, that is the Java, right? So we have a Java code, so we will have to compile our Java code, we compile our Java application using OpenJDK, right? So it is OpenJDK is open source, that is why we will be using OpenJDK, and we have to write a command to run that. So basically, if you go by the wording, this is the first step that we will be writing. That is our official JDK21 runtime parent image. So this is our base image that will be telling Docker that you have to compile our code in Java version 21, right? We are using OpenJDK version 21 because it is like open source. So this is our first step. Then the second step is that we need to specify what is the working directory of our container. So Docker will also have a working directory, right? So basically all the code or all the packaging of our application would be in this particular container, that is /app, right? So the working directory of Docker would be /app. So that is our second step, that we have to define that what is the working directory. Then the third step is that we will be copying our jar. So basically the third step is that we will be copying our jar file from the target folder after compiling our application to the app directory with the name of app.jar. So Docker will have the name as app.jar, and the code that will be deployed would be of our application. Then the fourth step is that we have to specify on which port our application would be up. So we say that expose 8080. So our application would be up on 8080. Then the last step is that we have to specify that the entry pointer of our application. These are basically the commands that Docker will be running, right, to basically compile our code and basically run our jar file, right? To run our jar file, after compiling, to run our jar file, we have to specify that what would be the entry point, what would be the commands that Docker will be firing, right? So this is the Docker file that we have created for simply for just deploying a hello world example. This will ease your work, right? If you are like writing a Docker application with like no database connection, because database connection there would be external steps that we will be requiring. So if you are writing a REST controller application without database connection, this is a small example that can be replicated for your application as well, right? If you don't need any connections for your application, right? So this is how you can write your first Docker file, and when you are done with your Docker file, just save this, and what you can do is you can go to your project and you can simply say run as, and in your run as you will get various steps. So in the various steps, what you have to do is you have to basically run mvn, not mvn, you have to simply say clean package. So you have to run clean package. What will happen is that our Maven would be compiling our code and creating a jar file of it. So let's say let me run this command. So it says build success. So let me go to the directory of the project. So let me go to the directory of the project, and in the directory of the project, if I go to the target folder, we should have the jar file. So you can see Docker hello world jar file. So what you have to do is you have to copy this name, you have to copy the name of your jar, and simply go to your Docker file and put this name here, right? So you'll put the name here, save it, and what you have to do is you have to run the command again. You have to run as, and you'll say Maven build. The same steps will get executed again, that is mvn clean package. Or rather, if you know the name of your jar, that what name of your jar would be, you can simply have it on the first step only, right? You can write it in the first step only. I didn't know because it was a dynamic name generation, so I'll have to go and copy that name for like if there could be like mistakes done, so better to copy the name from there itself. So it says build success. Now what you have to do is you can simply now our application is ready, right? Our Dockerization of the application is also done. What we'll do is we'll go to the project directory. Let me go back to the project directory. Let me go in the project directory, and let me open a CMD. What I need to run a command, that is docker build -t, and it would be spring boot hello world. So basically what we are saying here, that package this particular project using Docker, package this project into a container with the name Spring Boot Hello World. So the application name for container would be Spring Boot Hello World. So let me run this. You can see many steps would get run, and then it will get packaged, right? Our application will get packaged into a container. So you can see that working directory /app, all the steps that we have written are being getting executed, right? So now what we have to do is we have to run our application, right? So what we will say, docker run -p 8080:8080, and we'll simply say spring boot hello world, right? So this is the name of our application that is containerized above, right? So let me run this. So when I run this, it will give me confirmation that my application is getting started. So you can see that now my application is getting started. Let me do the full screen. So now you can see that the application has started, right? So now if I go to my browser and if I write localhost 8080 and I simply say nothing, so it should display hello world. Yes. So our application has been containerized and now being deployed by Docker, right? So what steps we did was that we had to change our application. We had to write a Docker file into our application with few of the steps. That is, the first step is how to this is the base image, how that Java would be used as a base image for our project, right? Then we specified our working directory in the container. Then we specified our jar file that will be created for our project will be copied to app.jar in the container of Docker. Then we said that our application would be exposed on 8080 port. Then we specified the entry point, some commands that Docker require to run our application, right? So this is how you can write a Docker file, and you can see that in few steps we deployed our application. Now what is the use of this Docker desktop? So you can also install the Docker as well, but what is the use of Docker desktop? So you can see this is the active container, right? This is the active container which is being shown, and an application is being deployed here, right? You can have various actions here, right? You can you can delete this container completely. You can pause this container, or even you can look at the logs of Docker, right? That what is happening, is the application running well? You can even see the CPU usages. All the details are being present in this particular Docker desktop application as well. So this was it from this video. In this video we learned that how to Dockerize your Hello World Spring Boot application, right? And hope that you will be trying it. Please stay tuned to the channel. We will be bringing out a lot of videos related to Spring AI usage, as well as Docker, as well as GCP and AWS. So those are planned topics on this channel. So please stay tuned. So this was how you can write your first Docker file and run your app through Docker container. So this was it from this video. Hope that you people like, share and comment on the videos. And if new to the channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.